This is Chris Kelly with your Modelfit Phase 2 Workout A. For Workout A, we begin with our core training circuit. Alright, and the first thing we're going to need for this is an ab wheel or some sort of a rollout device. Okay, I'm going to show you two ways to perform this exercise. The first thing we're going to do is perform an ab wheel rollout for anywhere from 8 to 15 reps, kind of based upon the week that you're in. Alright, so two options of the ab wheel rollout. Alright, I'm looking either at knees, alright, trying to keep my back flat. Just rolling out, pausing at the point where I can't kind of roll out any farther without feeling that in my back, or I start to arch, just trying to fly out, pushing this thing out in front of me, and coming back together. All right, now if that's fairly easy, okay, what I can do is come onto my feet here, roll it out, and come back. And I guarantee you this will not be easy. Hold, come back just like that. All right, from there, we're going to loop a stretch band around a pole or something to where we can pull it down. We're going immediately into our stability circuit. Alright, so for our first exercise, we have band push downs. Alright, optimally it's going to be a little higher than this, but you get the idea. Feet are off the ground. I'm pressing down into the ground. Alright, to make this harder, I can simply put my feet very close to the ground, keep my abs tight, just pushing down like this. Keep in mind, you can move out farther to increase the resistance. Alright, from here, we have band toe taps. Alright, so I'm pressing down on the ground, tightening my abs, pressing these bands down next to me here, and I'm looking for toe taps. Each of these exercises is going to be performed for 30 seconds at a time in week 1. Add 10 to 15 seconds per week per exercise. Alright, our last exercise would be a double leg extension. Alright, so keeping this band pressed into the ground, alright, or pressed above the ground, I'm just going to extend my legs forward, pause, and come back. The key here is we keep our back pressed into the ground, just pausing, bringing it back, pausing, bringing it back, just like that. Alright, we're looking for prescribed reps and sets. I believe it's 2 to 3 sets of 8 to 12 reps for the rollout, and then 30 to 50 seconds for the stability drills. Really get those abs nice. Alright, now for our first circuit, alright, the key distinction here is that we're performing these circuits in periods of 30 seconds. Alright, so rather than saying I want 8 to 12 reps. Alright, I'm looking for 30 seconds for each drill performed as a pair. So I'm going dumbbell press here, followed immediately by what is called a plyo push-up. Okay, in the first exercise, the dumbbell press, we want to pick a weight that is fairly heavy, but not heavy enough to where we're not able to do it for the full 30 seconds. Alright, with this, I'm thinking up fast and down slow, really controlling the lowering, getting a stretch at the bottom, shooting it back up, and back down. Just think about squeezing the muscles the entire time on the way down, getting that stretch, shooting it back up. Alright, now from here, once 30 seconds has elapsed, I'm going to move immediately into a set of plyo push-ups where I'm in a push-up position. I'm on the bench here. You can be on the ground, but again, the main thing is to remain explosive. Get my chest down to the bench, just moving as quickly as possible. Alright, now for our second pair of exercises, we're going into what's called a sumo deadlift. Alright, for the sumo deadlift, what I'm going to do is simply stand on, bring this over here so you can see it a little bit better, ensure it's the frame. Again, I'm going to pick a dumbbell or a weight that is fairly heavy, but not so heavy that I can't lift it. I'm just going to stand on 2 boxes or an elevated surface. Certainly we can also do this on the ground. And I'm just coming up and down for a period of 30 seconds. Alright, from here, I'm going to grab a dumbbell, a kettlebell, a lighter weight, alright, and perform sumo jumps where I'm down here. But notice I'm sticking my butt out. I'm really emphasizing that hip extension, that hip flexion, really coming out like that, to really use my hips to make sure that we're kind of loading the hips versus the front of the legs. All right, so we go press, plyo, squat, or deadlift, jumps. All right, first exercise, fairly slow and controlled. Second exercise, explosive. All right, 30 seconds each. We're looking for anywhere from 3 to 5 rounds of that before moving on to our next circuit. Alright, so for our next circuit, we've got chin-ups followed by jumping chin-ups. Alright, so I'm going to come here, I'm going to come into a power rack. I'm just going to start by just performing controlled rep push-up or chin-ups. again, at a fairly slow pace. And if you don't have the chin up yet, what you can do is just lower. All right, so I'm just going to jump up, either hold or lower as slow as I can. All right, and then once the time has elapsed, I'm going to move immediately into plyo chin-ups. All right, so come here, jump and pull as quickly as you can. The main thing with that, the jump is important, but really give that pull at the same time so you really get that explosive motion in our muscles. That's what we're looking for there, explosive pace. Okay, now from here, we're going into a dumbbell front squat. All right, with that, I'm going to hold a dumbbell in a goblet position here. This is ridiculously light, but you get the point. Butt down, I'm coming down again, moving at a slow, up fast and down at a fairly slow and controlled pace for 30 seconds. All right, then I'm going to put that down and move immediately into what are called tuck jumps, where I'm jumping up and down very, very hard. All right, so again, 30 seconds there. We've got the contrast between slow and controlled and explosive, anywhere from 3 to 5 rounds. All right, now for our third and final circuit of this type of exercise, we've got an incline lateral raise. All right, so with that, I've got 2 fairly light dumbbells. All right, these are not very heavy, but again, these are things that we're going to use to load the shoulders here. So I'm laying back here, coming onto this incline, raising laterally, holding, lowering slow. You could go a little heavier than this, maybe 10 to 15, but I'm leaning back slightly, controlling up and down. All right, from here, I'm going to move into a dumbbell push press. All right, so I've got to find my other dumbbell. Here we go. All right, and again, with this explosive pace, I'm going to get down, just like that. All right, so I'm trying to move explosively there. All right, and then for our third and final pair of exercises, we have another pulling combination. Okay, this is a horizontal pull. All right, so once again, we're going to need to be under a barbell or a power rack here. I'm going to use my TRX here to demonstrate. You can also, well, actually what we can do is just put the bar, put it down here, same rules apply. I'm going to get under the bar. Again, fairly slow and controlled inverted row, chest is up, chest to the bar, pause for 1 to 2 seconds, come back down. All right, from there, I'm moving immediately into work called renegade rows, right, where I'm got 2 dumbbells here on the ground. I would definitely recommend the chrome sort of square-shaped dumbbells as opposed to the rounded dumbbells, simply because they fit on the floor better, but explosive movement. All right, so 3 to 5 rounds, each exercise, 30 seconds, controlled, followed by explosive, in the manner just described. And we've got our final exercises here, which are incline bicep hammer curls. Okay, so hammer, I'm holding the biceps, my thumbs are up, I'm curling, just kind of leaning back, eliminating momentum here, trying to squeeze and tighten my muscles the entire time. All right, I'm finishing up, and that would be 30 seconds there. And I'm finishing up with standing side kick. All right, for the standing side kick, ideally you could lean against the wall to make this a little bit harder. I'm going to twist this band here in an X. Just kick to the side, 30 seconds on each side. Once again, repeat those as indicated. Do 3 rounds of circuit 1 before moving on to circuit 2. Etc., until you get to the end. That's about 45 to 60 minutes of work, and that is your workout day.